Right then, guys, so this is the first episode in my series of my Sarms cycle, and I'm going to give you a weekly update of positives and the negatives, dosages that I'm using, and just basically an unbiased account of my experiences with Sarms. So, just to give you a rundown of what I'll be using, I'm going to be taking Rad 140 and MK677. So I'll go into Rad 140 first and explain what it is, how it works, and what benefits it could have for me. So first and foremost, what are SARMs? SARMs are selective androgen receptor modulators, which basically means that they bind to skeletal muscle. So from a bodybuilding and strength building aspect, this is of massive benefit to us. So if you compare this to something like a steroid, it has its advantage because it's binding to predominantly skeletal muscle, whereas if you take a steroid, the chances are it's also going to bind to other parts of the system, and this is why people often get negative side effects when they take a steroid. So if you think about hair loss, prostate enlargement, acne, all of these negative side effects that you get with a steroid, SARMs claim to not do this. But in reality, is this true? From the research that I've looked into and from what people have said, most probably not. But we'll get into that later on, and I'll give you my first-hand account of any side effects that I may experience during my own cycle. So what is Rad 140? Rad 140 is considered to be one of the strongest SARMs on the market at the moment, and it exhibits similar properties to that of Trenbolone, but without obviously the serious negative side effects. So it's a quality mass builder. It hardens the muscles. It also increases strength quite rapidly, and it can give you aggression as well. From my personal experience, I've been running this compound for just over a week, so maybe it's not quite in my system yet, but I've exhibited no aggressive symptoms outside of the gym whatsoever. Maybe a little bit more focus within the gym, but certainly nothing outside of the gym. So the dosage that I'm running this at the moment is 10 milligram, and by all accounts that is pretty low. I think the higher doses are towards the 30 milligram range. Within the next week or two, I'll be upping the dosage to 20 milligram just to see what effect that has on my performance and on my body. So the next compound that I'm going to be using is MK677, and this isn't actually a SARM as such. It's more of a hormone secretagogue. So it helps with the production of your own growth hormone, and from a bodybuilding and strength building point of view, this is also of massive benefit to you because with more growth hormone obviously creates more muscle growth. It helps with your sleep, it helps with your appetite, something which in all fairness, I need to improve on quite a lot. And I would say over the last week, my diet has drastically improved. So prior to taking this compound, I was struggling to consume over 3,000 calories, and now it's an absolute breeze. So whether that is placebo or whether that is the compound actually working, I'm not sure. But either way, my goals are becoming more dialed in, and I'm starting to feel the positive effects of that. It also has other positive effects as well. So it improves your hair, skin and nails, which, is always a positive. So I'm going to be running that, or I am running that at 10 milligram as well. And within the next week or two, I'll most probably increase it to 20 milligram and split that dose in the morning and also in the evening. So these two compounds together are supposed to be a synergist. As I said, at the moment, I've noticed some slight improvements, but is that a placebo effect? I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, over the next several weeks, we'll see whether the compounds are taking effect. If you've got any questions about my experiences, or if you've got any experiences of your own, feel free to pop them in the comment section below. And finally, if you can like, follow and subscribe this page, that would be of massive benefit to me. This is a bit of an experiment. I've not really used YouTube as a social media platform, but I would like to use it in the future. And if I get some positive feedback, I'm more than willing and happy to provide you guys with some really good quality content. Have a great day, guys. Have a great week, and I'll speak to you all soon. Peace.